no war. They make a compelling argument. I was already convinced, but I mean, like, I'm extra convinced now. Look at these kids. They're stupid little smiles. Adults buying toys for themselves are responsible for 1/4 of all toy sales. 1, this is awesome and amazing and should be celebrated. 2, this person looks so happy and I love that for them. 3, that Snorlax is crocheted. Crochet cannot be replicated by machine. It physically cannot. So, someone, a human, made that thing by hand. As a crocheter myself, that is incredible and should also be celebrated. Now just looking at this, I'm getting a little jealous because I want a big Snorlax. I want a big crocheted Snorlax bed. Tell me a soft memory. My oldest brother is 10 years older than me. When I was in 1st grade, he took me shopping for new school clothes, which was huge because as the youngest of 6 kids, I lived in hand-me-downs. He bought me a little navy blue polka dot dress with a Peter Pan collar and red alphabet buttons. But on picture day, I lost one of the buttons on the playground. I had a total meltdown because my brother spent his own money to make sure I had this new dress and I ruined it. I was a mess, totally inconsolable. My teacher was also the mom of one of my brother's best friends. She told him, and he, my brother, and the entire football team searched the playground after practice for my lost button, which they actually found. My brother sewed the button back on himself in the car, all while trying to explain that he wouldn't have been mad even if I did lose it. It was just a button and a dress, but I did have one of those little red alphabet buttons sewn into my wedding dress. Oh my God, that's so sweet. I love the little sprinkle at the end. That's such a cute little memory. Ugh. Disgusting. One time when I was about 4, the 10-year-old neighbor boys attacked me with water guns, and when I ran away and told my mom, she gave me the hose and set it to pressure wash and basically told me to finish what they started. Update. When I told my mom about this post, she told me that the boys actually ran to their mom to tell on me, and their mom told them they deserved it because they started the fight and let me continue to pressure wash her backyard and children. Oh, you love a reasonable parent, like somebody who's not just gonna instantly blame you for getting in trouble. Stop shaming people for reading kids' books. Adult books are about sad people having affairs, while kids' books have a magic treehouse or a worm driving an apple. You tell me who's winning. Are people getting shamed for reading kids' books? I've just been made aware of how swans hug. And I've just been made aware that I really want to hug a swan. I think I need that. I mean, just look at him. He's just wrapped around. It looks so nice. Me in front of Grandpa. Yeah, orange juice is kind of nice. Next time when I go to Grandpa's place. Okay, after you see this, now you have to start dropping some hints of, actually $10,000 is kind of nice. And next time you go to Grandpa's house, guess what you're gonna have? More orange juice. It took my new cat a while to realize that kissing the top of her head was a gesture of affection, but I think she's finally got it. The downside is that she now thinks the best way to signal that she wants cuddles is to come charging at me and mash the top of her head against my face. It's like a very affectionate punch in the mouth. I mean, you can't even be mad at that. I mean, you could, but you'd be evil.
You like rock?
Dude, I love rock.
Hell yeah, rock's the best!
Oh, thanks, guys. I've tried my best. Quick side note, I love their t-shirts. I think I need a piss shirt now. Not like a shirt covered in piss. You know what I mean. Having gay parents must be horrible. I mean, you either get twice the usual amount of dad jokes or get stuck into an infinite loop of go ask your mom. These are the kind of gay jokes that are funny. Oh, do you guys want to hear another funny gay joke? Me? Look, I didn't say it was going to be a good joke. It's about who you are inside. Honestly, I've heavily considered making a sleeper PC like this because some of those older cases they're chunky and weird, but just throwing a 4080 in there, that would be insane. So, first went to a movie, then we went back to his house. Guess what this boy does? Guess. He goes, "Want to go on the trampoline?" And I said, sure, because WTF, it's dark out and I'm tired. I get out there and there is pillows and blankets on the trampoline. And he goes, "There's a meteor shower tonight, and I was wondering if you wanted to watch it." So then we laid on the trampoline for 2 hours and talked, and I eventually fell asleep with him. Audrey, marry this boy. Now, why can't this happen to me, okay? Like, I want to go lay on a trampoline with pillows and blankets and look at the stars and talk. But if I'm being realistic, I know that I'm scared of people, so that probably wouldn't work out. The highlight of my day was my teacher bringing his cat to school, and every time he asked the class a question, his cat would meow, and he would accept it as an answer. Love it. 10 out of 10. I mean, you know what they say about teachers' pets, but this one actually is, which is interesting. Wondered why my dog wouldn't come when I called him. Then I found this. I mean, just look at him. He found a baby. It's his baby now. He's just hanging out with his little cute baby Bambi. Oh. Last night I FaceTimed the wrong number and this ginger picked up. Ended up chatting for 30 minutes. He was actually chill AF. I mean, that's cool. Interesting that neither of them hung up once they're like, oh, this is the wrong number. But it's cool when people just interact with people, you know? Pet beds were on sale and I had a coupon, so Guts got a new bed. It's very plush. He likes it a lot. That's a weird-looking dog, but he's still a cute dog. It's nice you bought a bed for your croissant. And he's a very sweet croissant now, isn't he? Oh, he's so sleepy. Aw. He set the bar way too high. Husband spends 2 years planting thousands of scented flowers for his blind wife to smell and get her out of depression. If the relationship isn't like this, I don't want it. Greatest moment of my career. A couple walked in at 8:55. We close at 9. They sit, I walk over to greet, and they ask what time we close. Actually, we close at 9. You just made it in time. What can I get you started with to drink? Oh, no. You close in 5 minutes? Have a great night. And they got up and happily left. You guys are my fucking heroes. Customers all around the world, please, for the love of God, take notes. My son's drawing of safe. I mean, that's adorable. I love that they gave that to you. I mean, that's just adorable. I mean, it's so sweet when a child will recognize that they feel safe with their parents and they just love you so much. So, my parents gifted me a puffy vest. They then realized they also own the same one. Now we have a matching family outfit. I mean, that's just adorable. Now you have to go down to JCPenney and go get your professional pictures taken so you have this portrait forever. Wet dog meets semi-wet dog. I'm you, but with legs. Well, I mean, hey, let's be fair. The seal does have legs. It just doesn't have, regular feet. The woman who lives above me finally got sick of our building's coin-operated washer that never works, so she removed it, bought and installed her own, and told the rest of us to use it for free. When we finally go to war with landlords, she's who I want in charge. Comrade upstairs neighbor lady, we salute you. Class when you accidentally call teacher mom. Look at this guy. Oh my god. Oh. The teacher when you accidentally call her mom. It does kind of bring a tear. That's like a show that you're doing something right? A group of women called the 9 Nanas kept a secret for decades that not even their husbands knew. For 30 years, they met at 4 a.m. and anonymously paid bills and bought clothes for people in need. Each care package came with a homemade pound cake and a note that read, "Somebody loves you." 30 years! Oh my god! I have to salute these women. Come on. They don't have any incentive to do it other than being nice people. And that's all you really need, honestly. The nephew was introduced to Hot Wheels this year and asked if we could have a Hot Wheels-themed pumpkin pie. We had to improvise. It might be minimal, but I mean, that's still pretty good. If they wanted to go the extra mile, they could kind of cut little tire tracks around in a circle so it shows that it's drifting, but honestly, the smoke trail whipped cream, that sells it. Today, my 5-year-old laughed at this painting in the middle of a museum for 6 minutes. Okay, I can't even be yeah, why wouldn't you? Did you laugh with him? If not, where's your sense of joy and whimsy? Look at that face! A reminder that Japan has an official IKEA mascot that's a blahaj in a suit. Oh my god. My favorite part about him is that he has a framed picture of himself in his office. Well, I guess that's just another thing on the list of why I want to go to Japan. I need to get a hug from the blahaj mascot. That time I left my cat at my parents' for 2 weeks and they made a book.
Ricky Goes to Grandma and Grandpa's 2019.
I mean, that's just amazing. I love that your grandparents go through that effort to make like a whole book. It doesn't even look like it would be a scrapbook. That's like just an actual photo book. That's so cute. Let's you and me mosey into the kitchen and find something to eat.
How do you mosey, Grandpa?
To mosey, you just leisurely poke along without a care.
You boys better not be eating my cupcakes.
Now we hightail it. That's the opposite of moseying. Just some good old grandpa-grandson bonding time. So I downloaded this app called Be My Eyes a while ago. You get FaceTime calls from blind people all over the world and help them with whatever task it is that they need help with. I just got my first call and helped this lady pick out almond milk. Something so small made her day. I had lunch with my son at school for his birthday. He can pick 2 kids to sit with him and one I had never met. I asked afterwards who he was and he said,
"Oh, I don't really know him, but no one had picked him for birthday lunch before."
And just overall, kids are better than we are. Honestly, Valerie, I would say give yourself a pat on the back. I want this moment to end. I bet they would stop if I smashed this bowl against the wall. I could totally do it. But then I'd be the kind of dad that throws bowls. And I'll never be that dad. My dad laughing at the joke he hasn't even told yet. My grandpa who told him the joke. Me. The worst is when they get into like a giggle loop, so they just keep laughing at each other because they already know the joke, so you're just kind of left sitting there, waiting. Cute video shows Auntie scrubbing algae off terrapins' backs at Botanic Gardens. Scrub-a-dub at Botanic Gardens, covered in algae. Lie, who's next to Bomb Bomb? I mean, just look at the little guy. You didn't even have to make this comic, but I'm so happy you did. And he just looks so cute. He's all clean. The opossum is able to withstand up to 80 rattlesnake or coral snake bites. Thanks to him, there is an antidote to poisonous snake venom. Please don't kill them. They don't get rabies and they eat ticks. They're your friend. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, he's friend-shaped and that's why you're able to hold him. Obviously, don't go picking up wild animals, but if you see a possum, don't try and kill it or trap it. Just be nice to him. He's scared. Bring back my wheelbarrow. Thank you for bringing back my wheelbarrow. This actually happened at one of the houses I used to live in. My roommate found a plant on the curb, so he brought it home, and then the next day, we drove past that house and they had a sign saying, "The plant wasn't free, give it back." We did end up bringing it back, but it was just so funny that happened. Me bonding with the one internet friend that I never met, but they totally understand me. I do actually feel this for a lot of people I know. If you're listening to this, I want you to know I love you. Mwah. He broke a plate and he's scared of the punishment. No, I broke it. Let him go. Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's so scared. Let him out of there. Well, I don't know if that's even the punishment. I think he's just hiding, but like, come on, be nice. My beautiful intellectual partner doing great things. Me.
I have nothing to offer you but my love.
If anybody expects more than that, then I guess keep moving, because that's really honestly the best I can do. If you're a college student who likes to nod intently at your professor while they're talking in class, just know that all of them adore you and think you are the absolute greatest. I mean, teachers do want confirmation that, the students are learning, even if you're just nodding along, regardless if you are learning or not. It shows that you're kinda listening. Now this is the news I want to see on my timeline. A 3-year-old cancer survivor served as a flower girl in her bone marrow donor... wedding... Oh my god! Hang on, sorry, I think I might need a second. It's just, like, sometimes people can really be awesome. They can also not be awesome, but we're not thinking about that right now. Look at this awesome person.
Dog, I missed you so much.
What's wrong?
Oh, I had a dream about my dog.
You know what that means, right? He visited you to make sure you're all right. This is how I feel anytime I've gone on a vacation and I have to leave my dog here at home. He's my sweet baby boy. It hurts whenever I'm far away from him.
But then...
God, can you shut up for a second? You talk way too much.
Sorry.
Sorry, I know I talk too much. And it's my favorite sound in the whole world. Okay, ow, this one actually kind of cuts a little deep, and I need to be treated like the last frame of this comic. I'm sad. Leave me alone.
no.
Thank you. Making fun of your partner can make your relationship stronger, according to study. Ryan Reynolds at Blake Lively. Listen here, idiot. Definitely make sure you have that kind of relationship first, because I don't think you should just go call your partner an idiot, like, unprompted. That could end a little poorly. Nick Castle, who played Michael Myers in the original Halloween, has a cat named Michael Meowers. Overheard a teenage boy buying a Valentine's card that said, "We are the same kind of weird." Shop assistant said, "Is this for your girlfriend?" And he said, "No, it's for my grandma." I mean, that's just so sweet. I don't even really have words. I love when families love each other. My husband and I are surprising our 6-year-old by taking him to Disney for his birthday tomorrow. We've been in the car for 4+ hours and he still thinks we're on our way home from school. He keeps saying, "Looks like we're almost home." Bless his heart. Update. We arrived to Disney World. He thinks we took a wrong turn and is very concerned about who is going to feed our cat. I mean, hey, even the 6-year-old knows priorities. He's like, "Wait, who's going to feed Whiskers? Wait, hang on, we need to take care of him. Disneyland can wait, we need to feed the cat."
Dad, can I use your tools?
You bet. That's gonna end poorly. I disagree. I think it will start poorly, but who knows how it will end. Just finished fixing the roof, Dad. Thanks, sweetie. Well, what do you know? Another beautiful comic. A few weeks ago, I tried to literally bore my 3-year-old to sleep by telling him everything I knew about nuclear and particle physics. It's a fair bit. It was my specialty once. Every night since then, as he's falling asleep, his little voice pipes up,
"Tell me about atoms, Daddy."
That's actually super cute, too, that your kid is kind of getting interested in your old job and, field of study. Injury at birth left Ray with only the right ear. As she grew, it migrated to the top of her head, making her a unicorn. She looks so goofy. Aww. My watery friend, are you too brushed with the patterns of the dappled light? Animals' natural camouflage has always baffled me because it just looks perfect. How does evolution do that? Come on. A little girl and her mom were looking at me at the coffee shop this morning, and I heard her mom say, "Go on, it's okay." And the little girl shuffled up to me and said,
"Excuse me, please. Do you have to put on your tattoos by yourself every day, or does your mom help you?"
I am dying. That's so sweet. I'm moving tomorrow, and the old black lady that lives next to me just said, "I'm gonna miss you. I used to stay up every night when you would go out with your friends, and I wouldn't go to sleep until I heard your door close, and I knew you made it home safe." I wish all neighbors could be this nice and protective almost. Actually looking out for the people that live around them is so sweet. It's taken me 45 trips around the sun, but for the first time in my life, I know what it feels like to have a Band-Aid in my own skin tone. You can barely even spot it in the first image. For real, I'm holding back tears. Hell yeah, man! Kids, we could only afford one gift this year, so you'll have to share. I mean, hey, that doesn't look like one gift. They all got something. It does help that they're cats, so they're kind of dumb, and they can play with whatever. You know what's depressing? Starting the same sentence over and over again, because no one is listening, and then just dropping it, because obviously it doesn't matter. If I see this happen, I ignore everyone else and start a loud conversation with the person so everyone else joins in. That feeling is awful, and I will not stand seeing someone else go through it if I'm there. Bed doesn't ask questions. Bed doesn't judge you. Bed is just warm and soft. Bed is always there for you. Bed is nice. I can't even argue with that. I mean, everything you said, that's 100% true. And honestly, I'm looking over at my bed right now, and don't look at me like that. Look, I want to be there too, but I have stuff I need to finish. Anyways, 1800s couple trying not to laugh during their portrait. I do wish we had some more pictures of people from back then smiling, because all their photos were just so serious and just It is really cute watching those smear frames of them starting to laugh. That's just great. A short story about decisions. Oh, I can see it perfectly in my head. The cat placing its paw in the snow, raising its hand in fear, and then walking away as fast as it can. Ugh. Oh, this work and stress and all this anxiety is killing me. What's this? Hugs from my kids. I'm healed. I love my kids. LMAO, a boy messaged me on Instagram. This is really weird, but we matched on a dating app like 4 years ago, and you said you wanted to be a sports writer, and I just came across an article of yours today. So congrats. Why am I tearing up? Girl, if you're not already taken, I'd maybe reconsider. I mean, he clearly cared enough to remember what your interest was and to remember your name, to notice it, and to go out of his way to congratulate you. I don't know, it might be a sign. In London, there's a woman who goes every day on the Underground and sits on the platform just to listen to the announcement recorded by her husband in 1950. I have to imagine her husband isn't necessarily with us anymore, but that is just such a beautiful way to get to keep remembering them and, hear them every single day. That's super sweet. We used to wrap his presents in lead foil so he couldn't peek. You mean Santa wrapped them? Yes, of course Santa wrapped them. Your parents were just saying they sent letters to Santa to tell him to wrap them in lead foil because, they just wanted to help you out a little bit. My dad is recovering from an operation. Mom went out and left a door slightly ajar. My parents do not have a cat. Well, I do have some news for you. They have a cat now. I mean, look at him. He's just so cute wrapped up next to your dad. The perfect bedside assistant. When did you realize he loved you? Let's get some positive stories going. We got into an argument and I yelled at him loud AF. And then he said, I'm in love with you, and one day I want to marry you and have kids. So you're going to have to find a way to communicate your emotions without yelling, because I'm not going to have us arguing in front of our kids. I mean, he's making a really good point. If you're able to get that worked out now, before kids are even a factor, then great. You guys are going to have an amazing marriage. Well, fingers crossed. You never know. Oh, hey, want to hang out? Hang out, not hag, LOL. No, let's actually hang out. Those were witch sounds. I don't know if... Who's a good boy? You are. I see all the efforts you make, and I am proud. I wish my dog would do that. Instead, he just kind of looks at me and then throws up water. Audrey, 4 years old.
Daddy, what's 100 minus 1?
Me, 99. Audrey.
What's 40 million plus 1?
Me, 40 million and 1. 10 seconds of stunned silence. Audrey.
Wow, Daddy, you know a lot of math.
It doesn't take much to impress a 4-year-old, but either way, it's still fun when you do it. My psychology professor's words today. You fall in love with the people who make you love the person you are when you're around them. Okay, is that in like a textbook, or is that something your psychology professor just decided to truth bomb on you one day? Because that is, I think I really needed to hear that, actually. Millionaire builds 99 homes to reduce homelessness in his town. Now, why can't all millionaires do this? Hell, billionaires. Billionaires could build even more homes. Everybody should try and be like this guy. I haven't done research, so I don't know if he's done anything bad, but this sounds pretty good so far. More houses for homeless people, please.